Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, goodness. Ben, you had a great morning. That was a fun stream this morning.
It was. Charlie and Stacy are always great hosts, and I had a lot of fun talking with Disney Dan and Jim. We had a lot of fun. But
Visitors, all of our villagers here in the stream, if you did not see the morning stream from Disney Nerd Herders, go check it out. Ben and Jim, Stacy and Charlie, and also Disney Dan all discussed what they would select for specific meals in each pavilion around World Showcase at Epcot.
Which was a real feat for me because I haven't been there in over 20 years. So I was just like looking at the menus that were available, and I was just picking things that I think I would like to order. Not that I've ever eaten any of them.
Oh, but I'll tell you, for Canada, definitely the cheese soup and the poutine. Oh,
yeah.
But yeah, most of the steaks out of there are delicious too. So, well, that was a lot of fun this morning. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Paul, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hello, Rachel. I see Alyssa Stenberg and Samantha Lowe. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. We are discussing Disney history. Oh, and Fox Hollow.
Hi, Todd.
My friend Todd. He just dropped a video this afternoon too about how to make whoopie pies.
Oh,
and they look delicious.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Definitely check it out. Hello, Matt. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's time for Disney history. Yes, Ben.
Paul and Cheryl apparently are in tears right now because they just finished watching Endgame.
I haven't seen it yet.
There's death and destruction. We get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's the end of a big chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So
yes, it is.
There's a lot of tears to be shed over that.
Oh, but Disney will find something to milk that cow.
Oh my goodness. Craig Glendinning from 5 Scotland is watching. Craig, welcome.
Oh,
welcome to the stream.
Welcome. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much. We do enjoy talking about Disney history.
Paul,
no, I haven't.
Arnie and Doug are a little bit behind on their Marvel Cinematic Universe. They've got a few movies to catch up until they get to Endgame. So that'll be something that they'll have. Yeah, just a little bit. So they'll have to do a lot of watching of movies in order to catch up. I remember, was it last year, I think, before I went to go see the latest Spider-Man movie, I went to go see Endgame in a theater by myself, and it was stunning. Just a fantastic film. But I think Spider-Man was the last movie to be released by Marvel before everything went down with what we're dealing with right now with sheltering and all, without any movie theaters.
Yeah. I think so. The last film that we saw was Toy Story 4.
June 24th.
In June. We don't go to the theater very often, so.
No. It would be almost a year since we darkened the doorstep of a movie theater.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
God, what was the last movie we saw together?
It was Toy Story 4.
Is that? No.
Yeah.
Was it really?
We were in the movie theater.
Last time we were together. Last summer.
Wow.
And then we also did, around that same time, it was in early June, though, we did Spider-Man in San Francisco. No, that was July.
Yeah, we thought
that was not a movie theater. That
it was a screening theater at Lucasfilm.
So I wouldn't count that, but an actual pay-for-a-ticket movie experience was Toy Story 4 at the theater.
We did as well.
Yeah, everyone cries at a Pixar film, at most Pixar films.
Yeah.
Not all Pixar films get tears, but most do. Thank you, Todd. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out how they're going to do with that.
They will figure it out. They will definitely figure it out somehow. So anyway, we're talking about history, actually. Just a little bit of what we did last year, but actually we're going to go further back because on this day in May 3rd, there were quite a few things that actually happened in Disney history.
All right, let's get going.
So let's talk about it. 1926,
That's before Mickey Mouse.
before Mickey Mouse, the El Capitan Theater opened on Hollywood Boulevard on this day.
That
Oh.
old.
Yeah,
My hard-boiled eggs are just now done.
we're actually doing. If any of you have ever been to Hollywood Studios,
Oh, hey, Amy. I didn't see you come in.
oh, hi, Amy. There is a wonderful, Mike Wheeler, welcome in. There's a wonderful restaurant at Hollywood Studios called the Hollywood Brown Derby.
Cherie, hi.
At that particular restaurant, they have the signature Cobb salad. We are having Cobb salads for dinner tonight.
Oh, nice. That's where the hard-boiled eggs come from.
That's where the eggs coming from. Yep,
Okay.
that's got to be in the salad. So Doug saw a salad choice that I had at the Habit. We had a California Cobb on the menu over there. It's either a Santa Barbara Cobb or a California Cobb, something like that.
It's a Santa Barbara Cobb, I believe.
right.
Now, when did you last go to the Habit?
We went there yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It was a kind of a Doug celebration birthday thing.
Oh, nice. So you
Yeah.
had a nice weekend celebrating his birthday.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is that even in the drive-through window, there was a person working there that says, "Oh, how are you guys doing? We haven't seen you for a while."
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
are regulars in some of the restaurants, and they recognize us. We do get that at Trader Joe's as well. People find us at Trader Joe's and say, "Oh, wow." So Disney now operates the El Capitan Theater. They use it for a lot of their movie premieres.
Yeah.
So 1969.
Well, wait. We went from 1926 to 1969.
And
Yeah,
50 years.
There's not much else in that time. A lot of births and deaths of significant people, but you know what? When there are other things to talk about, yeah. I went out of our town for the first time in 6 weeks today. First time driving around since March 17th.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the farthest we ever went was that the
We went to Oakland,
Yeah.
no, we never.
but we have been going. I've gone to Martinez to my office 3-4 times in that time. So
We just did Walnut Creek and Martinez, and that's it.
Yeah.
Up and down 680 in here.
that's about it.
A couple times in Brentwood.
Very,
That's it.
very limited sphere. So 1969, it was the official groundbreaking ceremony for the California Institute of the Arts in Valencia.
Oh.
Yeah. Of course, that is where the term A113 comes from. If anyone is familiar with either Pixar animation or even Disney animation, you will see a number A113 frequently in animation. And it
Yes.
comes from a room at CalArts.
Hi, Cynthia.
It's that theater, California
Hi.
Institute of the Arts. And it's north of Los Angeles in an area called the Santa Clarita Valley in a town called Valencia. They at that time they were still calling the student newspaper the Walt in honor of Walt Disney.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. 1991, jumping ahead some a lot of years again. 1991, on this day, Steve Jobs accepted a deal for Pixar to make 3 feature-length films for the Walt Disney Company. And their agreement was that they would get Disney would get 12.5% of the gross revenue of theater and video sales.
And do you know what those 3 movies that they signed on for?
Well, I know the first one was Toy Story, and then the next would have been A Bug's Life.
The third could have been either another movie they had in the can, but it was going to be Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
They were
Well,
going to automatically do a sequel. That was going to be the third movie.
There's a little bit of controversy there, which caused Michael Eisner and Pixar to get into an arguing match, and that is Michael Eisner did not want to count sequels as actual films. He wanted original IP to only count as the films. And even though Pixar was going through a lot to produce that third film, which wound up being Toy Story 2, Michael Eisner didn't want to count that as a third film. But by then, they had already rounded up to a 5-picture deal after the original success of Toy Story.
Yeah, and the thing is that it was at that point that, according to the book Disney War, Michael Eisner referred to Steve Jobs as a Shiite Muslim.
Oh my gosh.
It was a very
Wow.
nasty, contentious time.
That's terrible. I had forgotten that. I'm going to go back and read that book.
Yeah,
it's
if you have
juicy.
never read Disney War, I highly recommend it. You learn a lot about Disney history. Oh, Ben's going to show his copy of the book.
It is right here in front of me, just beyond my laptop.
Everybody needs to watch this.
James Stewart wrote a book.
Everyone needs to read this book.
If you want to know anything about Disney history, especially during the time of Michael Eisner's reign as CEO, this book is eye-opening. Oh, little dust.
Sorry.
Excellent book. 1994. On this day, Disney announced that they were going to be doing a cruise line.
1994, they announced?
They finally announced it. They made the official announcement, and I guess they said they were tired of the big red boat at that point.
Yeah, their contract was starting to go belly up with them, and that the company that they were doing it with, and they said, you know, we could do this ourselves. And
well, that was more of a pride thing with Michael Eisner, because he was always in the frame of mind that, hey, if someone else can do it, Disney can do it better. That also led to their getting into the search engine game with Go.com.
Yes,
But that's another story.
yeah,
that's a whole
the
new
Disney
story.
decade. It was the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, I had Doug prepare with his
Jay,
white
thanks for stopping by.
Okay,
I had Doug get out his white gloves.
15 years ago today.
15 years ago today, Walt Disney Records celebrated the 50th anniversary by releasing this 4 CD set called The 50th Anniversary, A Musical History of Disneyland.
It's actually a 6 CD set.
It's a lot.
I believe it's a
Oh, that's
6
right. It's a 6 CD set, not
Yeah.
4, 6. That's right. And it also has a record in it.
Oh.
And the record is just a regular LP, but apparently the LP is gold. I can't confirm that because we've never opened it.
Yeah.
This is what you open it up. It's a fancy, like clothy. Then you have the CDs of the decades,
Wow.
and then the songbook,
That is the sounds of Disneyland.
and then
It's a wonderful set.
it's all about
I'm gonna have to
music.
go back and read that. I've forever since I've opened my set.
And this has never been opened. This is the actual record. It's a gold record.
It's a record, but it's gold inside. Apparently, I've never opened the seal to verify that it is a gold record.
It does show in the picture.
It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. It can be gold or it isn't gold, so it can be considered both until I actually open it and find out.
That's what it looks like right here. So this is what you get in all the songs.
Wow.
It's a breathtaking set, and they did this for the 50th.
Yeah,
We were Disney,
And
we
it
were in
was-
Disneyland on the day this was released.
it was
We bought
released.
it.
We were there at Disneyland on this day, and the thing
Oh.
is, on this day also, the media was beginning to descend. Something wrong?
This is 1671. I don't know how many made, but I only think there was a.
There are only a few thousands they made of them,
This is
and they sold
1,000.
out of this original set. They sold out quickly.
Yeah, then they did another one without the gold record.
Yeah.
Later on in the year.
Something wrong, Ben?
I'm just trying to figure out what I did with mine. I know I've got it somewhere.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure you do.
That was on May 3rd.
Another thing about that day was that the media was starting to descend on Orange County because they were getting ready for Disneyland, their 50th anniversary, which was going to start on May 5th. So media was coming into Orange County on this day, and well, let's just say that everyone was just running around crazy to make sure that everything was just right for the 50th anniversary. The one thing that surprised us, though, is Doug and I were in the park that day.
On May 3rd.
On May 3rd, on this day, May 3rd, we were in the park 15 years ago today, and we were walking through the hub almost in front of the castle.
Hi, Nathan.
Castle. Hey, Nathan. We were walking in front of the castle, and unbeknownst to us, all of a sudden we heard an announcement come over the speakers saying, for those of you that are here in the park, we are going to surprise you tonight.
You're the first ever.
Yeah.
See the preview of the 50th anniversary fireworks.
We retreated to the first surprise showing of Remember Dreams Come True. It was shocking and absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we just stopped when we were in the tracks because we could have had fireworks because they didn't know if they were. And then it just started.
If you're not familiar with the show Remember Dreams Come True, what it does is it takes you on a trip through Disneyland. You hear music from Wishes, and then all of a sudden it starts in Adventureland, and then they work
Main Street, the train station. Then it works.
I know, but then you go to Adventureland and you work your way clockwise around Disneyland, and
with music and sound effects,
music and special effects representing each land around Disneyland.
Very cool. I will never forget that.
Finishing with a music montage from Star Wars.
It was a fantastic show.
It was up there where Remember Dreams Come True of 2000. I think those two are my favorite fireworks.
Magic in the Stars.
There's Magic in the Stars.
Yes.
I think that hands down. Then it's up to the 50th, and then 60th anniversary was good, but it was no 50th or anything. So
it's going to be hard for them to top what they did for the 50th anniversary, because they pretty much just took everyone on a trip through nostalgia that was even beyond Disney animation, which is what they usually feature on those nighttime shows. They always reference cartoons and movies and all that, but you rarely ever hear just the theme park itself represented in a nighttime show. And that's what they did with the 50th anniversary celebration.
And nostalgia sells so well at Disneyland.
Yep.
Pull at your heartstrings. Fantastic.
That's what I want them to do with the Epcot stuff for the 40th.
And that's what it is with Epcot. You see, Magic Kingdom doesn't evoke the same feeling to me for nostalgia. But if you go to Epcot, oh boy, absolutely.
It has more nostalgia. Epcot has more nostalgia than the Magic Kingdom, because the Magic Kingdom is Disneyland.
I was digging through a box of napkins that I keep here in my room to use whenever I'm eating something, and I forget to bring napkins with me from the kitchen, and I came across this.
That's when they were printing napkins.
Oh my goodness! The happiest time coming on Earth.
15 years ago.
Yeah. So.
Hey. Oh my God.
Hi, Freedom.
Mike Wheeler's saying, if they were still doing the 50th anniversary in 2008, I think I saw that fireworks because I remember the Star Wars. Yes, Mike, that was the same show.
They took a little of the opening just a skosh and just modify it. It was a generic all the way up for quite a few years. They did. They had it.
And hello, Freedom.
Hi. So that was 15 years ago. 2005 was the starting of the 50th anniversary.
Now let's go back to 10 years ago.
Hold on. Nathan, no, I have not built that set yet. I have been far too busy to even think about building that train set so far.
But he's going to.
I will.
He wants to do it as a vlog.
Yeah, we'll make it into a vlog at some point, but not yet.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint.
10 years ago. This one's at Walt Disney World. Specifically, actually, more Orlando International Airport in this case. Because 10 years ago on this day, almost 5 years to the day after launching the Magical Express, they welcomed their 10 millionth guest
on the Magical
Magical Express.
Wow.
They started in 2005.
They started running it on May 5th, 2005.
In conjunction with the celebration of 50 years of Disney parks.
Yes, and it just was an excellent way. You could pack your bags, take them to the airport of wherever you are, and then you never see your bags again until you get to your room on property. That is service.
That is service.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's called the Disney bubble. Gotta love it.
Yeah. We love that. And the thing is that that particular group of people got their own private bus from the Orlando airport to the Polynesian resort where their room was.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Pretty cool. I'd love to have a private bus. You don't have to make any other stops.
Well, we did got a private bus too. We left our room to go on the cruise. It just took us right.
Hey, Martine, welcome. You're not late. You're anytime you join, you're fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that was
2010.
Yeah, it was when the
2010.
110 millionth guest.
Yeah.
And then in 2013, if you could believe this, is when it was really all starting. It was Iron Man 3 came out, premiered on this day. It was the summer blockbuster.
It was general release on this day.
Oh my gosh.
7 years ago.
They started summer blockbusters around the 1st of May. It was right around the teens, right after the aught decade. They started. Some even creeped into late April for summer blockbusters.
Yeah.
But Iron Man 3 came out today in 2013. Wow.
Oh.
Now, Black Widow, I believe, would have been released this past weekend or this weekend.
I think it was.
Yes, Cynthia, they are definitely testing. They are definitely posting. Then last year on this day, there are certain people here in the stream that
I can't wait
that
to
are
see
not
this.
big fans of Disneyland Paris.
Oh, I want to see this so bad.
But I have been there and I enjoyed the experience on this particular attraction, Phantom Manor. It reopened on this day after a lengthy refurbishment. It had been a long time, I guess, down many months, but they finally reopened on this day in 2019.
I can't wait to see it. I mean, it's the first Haunted Mansions that they didn't clone to make it look like the other two.
Yeah.
And it's now, and so the mansions always look beautiful and crisp. This is dilapidated and it's a little bit more macabre and creepy. It's kind of scary-ish. Where I would love to see it. And then they really amped it up, and that premiered a year ago after they did the very high-end, lengthy refurbishment. So I'm really, I want to see the new Phantom Man.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, goodness. Everyone, thank you so much for being here today. The moderators, thank you for your help with what you've done today. We always are appreciative of your help. Also, Ben, what do you have coming up this week?
I'm going to be working on a vlog for Thursday that I'm still putting together this afternoon, and I'll be shooting it. And hopefully I'll be starting to edit a little bit later today. But time will tell. I still have to work on laundry, and I have a friend of mine who is seeking some guidance on a school project where he needs a little bit of my guidance. So I've got a fairly busy afternoon.
Why are you not hanging out with him and going to Costco?
That's not for today. There's too much school for him to do.
Yep, I believe that.
I thought it was gonna be
Also, what's going on tomorrow?
Oh, right. Tomorrow night, PTV Live will be going on, and we are going to be celebrating 1 year of live streams. We've been on for a little bit longer than just a year, but we chose the first Monday in May as our anniversary time to celebrate live streaming on YouTube.
Yes.
Well, we started on Thursdays, so then we spiced it up and changed it.
Well, it was changed to May for scheduling purposes.
Yeah, it was actually
Mondays. Yeah.
This happened all back in August. It was much easier for us to actually stream on Monday nights than on Thursday nights. So we decided to go ahead and move that, and also gave Ben a better lead time on editing his videos.
Yes.
A lot easier.
Yes.
So, but it has turned out to work out very well for us.
It was nice to be on earlier, Cynthia. Thank you.
Yeah. And then, so with that, we are also asking many of our guests to come on, and we want to talk to them for about 30, 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to see what their favorite memory was from the last year. I know we already have some people picked out their moments. Let's see, Rob Fuzz will be joining us for the stream, and then we have other people that are going to be coming in and just popping in to say hi, and so we can talk to you in person, and then we'll just move on to the next people. We'll have, gosh, we already have about 8 to 10 people lined up that want to join in. So if you want to join in, please please just go ahead and get a hold of me. Let me know that you'd like to join in.
My year-old crusty gloves. Well, they're not crusty, but
Yeah, well,
they're really worn. Use them a lot in a year.
Yeah. So we already have so many earmarked from our fund.
I just need to
Thanks to Myers and the Mouse.
Cynthia Todd was saying he's making snickerdoodles next week for his Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. Send some to me. I love snickerdoodles.
Yes, he does. He's always asking for free samples as an East Coast representative of our jam company. But Todd's got those whoopie pies. I love whoopie pies. So those look really good.
Yeah.
Shows you how to make the filling, how to bake the little cakes as well that you put it in. It looks great. So go check it out. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I really appreciate spending this time with everyone. Oh, yes, that's right. Mike Wheeler is a blind taste tester as well. So thank you. Thank you, everyone, so much. Oh, he's already planning on sending me some salsa. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate that. I'd send some to Ben, but too scared to send to Doug.
Because you're afraid I'm really a high-end critic like Anton Ego? That's true. I mean, I have been called Anton Ego and worse things.
Doug, I think you would make Anton Ego cry.
Yeah.
Probably so.
I am fussy and I am particular.
I don't like food. I love it.
See that movie. That movie makes me feel good.
Yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. We will be back tomorrow for the Daily Dose at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then also tomorrow night on PTV Live as we celebrate our 1-year anniversary of streaming live as PTV Live here on Pepper Tree Villa. We're very excited about it and looking forward to seeing everyone else in the stream and talking to you actually virtually in person. So that would be a lot. I'm really excited about that.
Yep.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.